Hey guys, Tarke here. I want to talk to you about a new project that I'm going to be starting alongside my usual PvE content. This won't be replacing any content, this will just be another thing I'll be adding on. So I was really ill over the last month, I had to take a lot of time off, and during that time I got really into Dungeons and Dragons. Cyberpunk Red is coming out within the next 24 hours, and Cyberpunk Red, if you don't know, is the updated rulebook for Cyberpunk 2020, which is of course the inspiration for Cyberpunk 2077. Cyberpunk 2020 and Cyberpunk Red is a tabletop role-playing game, and what my new project is going to be is doing live Cyberpunk Red, where I play the game master and Twitch chat plays the main character. It'll be improv style, and if you're like, well, how would that work? I've tried looking into it. I haven't found many people doing something like this. The closest I could find is this guy, Robert Hartley. I'll give a link down below if you want to see like a proof of concept. He's a really good guy. He DMs for Viva La Dirt League on their Dungeons and Dragons channel. But it would basically, I'd be doing something kind of similar to what he's done here, where you start off with a session 0, and through rolling the dice and using stuff from chat, we would make up a character. So we'd make up like chat's character, and then I would present situations, and chat would have to act it out. So I did a test run of this on stream recently, completely on the fly, and it worked surprisingly well. A big thing for this will be having a good overlay, and if you are interested in this project and you're someone who could help me out with overlays, please do hit me up. I've done a very brief mock-up on what it would look like. Obviously this is rough, I'm not an artist. It would look something kind of like this. So if you were tuning into stream, this is sort of kind of what you would see. Obviously, where instead of a black background, there'd be some cool like cyberpunk artwork here. We'd have the cam slot, we'd have the character sheet, we'd have a timer. So the way that I would pull from chat is whenever you're presented with a situation, I would start a 30-second timer. Chat then has 30 seconds to say what they would like to do. I will pull the best suggestion, or what I think is the most interesting from those 30 seconds, and then we'll play through it. Whenever we need to do a dice roll based on the actions, obviously we'd roll the dice on screen so you can see it. We would have character sheet for the basic stats and like your abilities and stuff, the time of the dice, a little consumable window so you can easily see like, do we have any like medical items, stuff like that. Otherwise, it would just be a ammo count, a magazine count, my cam, that's it. Completely theater of the mind, so that means it's going to be imagination based. When it comes to setting scenes, what would most likely happen is when we started off a session, I'd be like, okay, we're in this kind of a city, and I would show some reference art as we started off. And that's kind of like, okay, so now you've got an idea of where the locale is, and this would mostly just be what you see. Otherwise, if we need to reference rules or anything like that, yes, I could display it, but it'd mostly just be about being there, being in the chat, and just kind of having fun. The idea would be is that I would do my normal PoE streams. I'm now back to PoE streaming every day since I've gotten over my throat infection. And at the end of a stream, we would do like an hour or so of this. If this seems like something that people got into, if this seems to be something that people would enjoy, we would do it more regularly. We'd maybe do longer sessions of it. And what I would then do is I would cut those little sections and throw them up onto YouTube. Since Bay Class currently hasn't happened for quite a while now, because of a lot of scheduling things with me being sick and Rise being sick and everything, I've really missed being able to give you guys long-form content. With the next PoE League not coming out till January, I think more stuff like this would be a good way of filling that kind of void. I'm looking forward to doing also just more random, like one-on-one, like me and Noogie have a random chat about games, or like me and a certain person, because what sometimes struggles with Bay Class is getting everyone together when there's like end of league can be awkward, or people doing random variety games. So I just want to provide more long-form content for you guys. If you've got any input on how you think this could work, or suggestions you could make, or again, as I said, you'd be interested in helping with the overlay, please do leave a comment down below. If you're like, this all seems really interesting, how can I learn more about Cyberpunk Red? There is the Cyberpunk Red Jumpstart rule kit available. If you just Google PDF, you'll find it. This starter kit's the only thing out currently until the official book comes out. It's 45 pages long, and it gives you all the basic information, as long as some really cool art and stuff to get you into the fundamentals of the game. Even if you're not interested in the roleplay Cyberpunk Red stuff, if you're just interested in playing Cyberpunk 2077, I'd really recommend giving this a read, just because it's got some amazing world building in here. And obviously it explains all the rules and everything you need to know to understand kind of how this stuff would be working. So I would have a very condensed version of, I think it's this page. Yeah, so we'd have like a condensed version of this character sheet, is what you would be seeing here. And then, as we said, dice and everything would just be themed to look kind of cool. But yeah, I don't know. I think this could be fun. I think this could be something that would be entertaining for me, entertaining for you guys. Please do let me know what you think, and I will keep you guys up to date on when the first Cyberpunk Red stream will be. I'm hoping to get this started as soon as next week. The rule kit will come out next 24 hours. I'll do my best to just cram it and learn as much as possible. And basically, once I feel comfortable with the rules, once we've got a working overlay and everything functions, we'll just go with it. If you follow me on Twitter, there's a link down below. That is the best way to stay up to date on how I'm doing IRL in terms of health and stuff, and also fun little projects like this, and PoE stuff and whatever. Also, as of PoE, I've just done an SSF restart, which is worth checking out if you want to see it. I'm trying to make Burning Arrow work in a fresh environment, because I've never played that before, but yes. I'm Tarke. Cyberpunk, by the way. Have a good day. Let me know what you think of this idea. Bye-bye. See ya.